Good evening. Stress should be a powerful driving force, not an obstacle, once said by Bill Phillips. Welcome to BMC News Live, presented by Al Hilal Hospitals and Medical Centers English News. Myself, Shana Sultana, joining you with the daily news updates. Today's news in detail. Absentee funeral prayer performed across Bahrain. Bahrain's diversified housing services highlighted at Budapest Demographic Summit Ministerial Panel discussion. His Highness Sheikh Abdullah bin Hamad expressed pride in Bahrain's efforts to protect ozone layer. Dubai announced plans to build 55 new parks. The cost of damage from the record floods in Greece's breadbasket is estimated to be in the billions. Absentee funeral prayer performed across Bahrain. Based on His Majesty King Hamad bin Al Khalifa's directives, the Salat al-Ghaib absentee funeral prayer was performed at mosques across the Kingdom of Bahrain after Friday prayers upon the victims of the earthquake which struck the Kingdom of Morocco and the floods caused by the hurricane that devastated parts of the state of Libya. During Friday's sermons, preachers prayed to Allah the Almighty to bestow mercy and forgiveness upon the deceased, wishing the wounded a speedy recovery. Earlier this week, His Majesty the King directed to perform absentee funeral prayers upon the souls of those lost as a result of the earthquake in Morocco and the floods in Libya. Bahrain's diversified housing services highlighted at BDS ministerial panel discussion. Amna bint Ahmed al-Rumayhi, Minister of Housing and Urban Planning, has asserted that the policies adopted by the government regarding the diversification of housing options for the citizens through the housing financing programs and the government land development program aim to provide an innovative and sustainable housing system capable of keeping pace with population growth and accommodating the increasing annual number of housing applications. The minister made the statements during the ministerial panel discussion held on the sidelines of her participation in the 5th Budapest Demographic Summit (BDS) in Hungary, deputized by His Majesty King Hamad bin Al Khalifa. His Highness Sheikh Abdullah bin Hamad expressed pride in Bahrain's efforts to protect ozone layer. His Majesty the King's personal representative, Supreme Council for Environment President, His Highness Sheikh Abdullah bin Hamad Al Khalifa, has asserted that the kingdom's regional and global achievements, gains, awards and good reputation regarding its efforts to preserve the ozone layer reflects the international community's confidence in its effective role in support international endeavors in this regard. His Highness Sheikh Abdullah indicated that Bahrain boasts many qualified national competencies in the SCE's executive apparatus and many governmental and private agencies who are dedicated to ensuring the success of various national environmental projects aimed at protecting the ozone layer, preserving the environment and mitigating the effects of climate change. Health Ministry's Under-Secretary hailed robust Bahrain and UAE relations. Dr. Walid Khalif Al-Mania, Health Ministry's Under-Secretary, received Mansoor Mahmoud Ali Al-Juwaid, the advisor at the UAE Embassy in Bahrain. Dr. Al-Mania affirmed that the depth of the long-standing Bahrain-UAE relations in all fields, particularly health. The two sides discussed ways to expand the ongoing joint cooperation and partnership, in addition to exchanging expertise and experiences in health sector between the two countries. Derelict home renovations lifeline for needy families. Low-income families have been thrown a lifeline that would see their derelict homes renovated even if their living standards improve over the years. Municipalities Affairs and Agriculture Minister Wael Al-Mubarak said that there were no objection in principle to a parliamentary proposal that seeks to approve renovation of houses based on the income given during the time of filling the application. Now we shall go for a short commercial break.
The 16th branch of Megamart and Macromart supermarkets in Bahrain has opened in Sahla. The best offers are available to the customers at affordable rates. Everyone is welcome. During and around the opening day, a variety of fish including salmon, meat and dairy products, roastery, frozen items, food and non-food items, groceries, fruits and vegetables, electronics, garments and ready-to-eat food items are available to the customers at affordable rates. Hearty welcome to all. Megamart and Macromart, your favorite shopping destination.
Welcome back. Illegally trawled shrimp seized. 4 Asians have been arrested by the Coast Guard after they were caught carrying more than 400 kg of illegally trawled shrimp. The accused allegedly caught the shrimp using bottom trawl nets, which are prohibited by a ministerial resolution from 2018 concerned with protecting marine wildlife. Dubai announced plan to build 55 new parks. Dubai will build 55 new parks in next few months. The announcement was made as the Dubai municipality completed the construction of 2 family entertainment parks in Al Warwa 1 and 4 districts at a total cost of 8 million AED. This comes as part of the 4th phase of its ambitious project to construct several family entertainment parks in residential communities to raise the standard of living in the city. The cost of damage from the record floods in Greece's breadbasket is estimated to be in the millions. The apples were almost ripe for harvesting when the worst storms in more than century struck Greece's breadbasket in Thessaly. Now farmers on the forested slopes of Mount Pelion, which overlooks the plain of Thessaly, say that they face millions of euros in damage from the flooding that they began earlier this month. They will be lucky to salvage a third of their crop, and this will only happen if wrecked road access to their orchards is patched up in time. As bad as the damage suffered by the Pelion farmers was, their peers in the plain were hit by even greater devastation from last week's disastrous floods that left 16 people dead days after wildfires killed 20 people in northeastern Greece. First meeting of panel on simultaneous polls on September 23. The first meeting of the high-level community to examine and make recommendations for holding simultaneous polls will be held on September 23rd, said India's former President Ramnath Kovind, who heads it. The government on September 2 notified that the 8-member committee to examine and make recommendations for holding simultaneous elections to Lok Sabha, state assemblies, municipalities and panchayats. With this, we come to the end of today's news. Stay tuned for daily news updates in BMC News Live English at 7:30 p.m. Thank you so much for watching. Signing off by Shana Sultana. Good night.